It wasn't the entire school, but only the students in the Go Home Club, so it was kind of expected. We finished at sunset. The only students left at school would be the ones already participating in club activities. Junk mail that you get typically has a 1 in 1,000 success rate.
たとえすぐ反応がなくても継続して行えば確率も上がると思いますよ。
まさかまたビラ配りするのかい？
当然じゃないですか。なんなら明日もやりましょう。
Isn't tomorrow Saturday? It's a day off, isn't it?
でも土曜スクールがあるじゃない。
What's that?
先生から説明がありませんでしたか？ひばり校は土曜日でも希望者のみ教室で実習ができるんです。
First time I've heard about it.
午前中だけだけどね。今みたいに週休2日制になる前は半ドンと呼ばれていたらしいよ。その頃は強制で、しかも普通の授業だったそうだ。
そんなの私だったら耐えられない。塾のようなイメージがありますね。
小笠坂君は都会から転校してきたんだよね。向こうではどうだったんだい？
We have a normal day off on Saturdays. There were also those who wanted to ace national exams, so a lot of students went coaching.
せっかくの休みなのになんで勉強したがるんだろう。アスホさんが天体観測したがるのと同じ理由じゃないですか？やっぱり想像できないな。
Okay, Sumi-senpai, don't you have exams coming up? Do you go coaching or anything?
ああ、自宅学習で済ませているよ。
You're the representative of your grade with just that? That's impressive.
それは僕を貶めているんだね。
No, why do you think that?
僕はそれに足りうる人種だからさ。
When he says it with such a straight face, I don't know if he's supposed to be boasting or not.
りょうちゃん、土曜スクールはどうするの？
I only just heard about it.
りょうちゃんが行くなら私も行こっかな。あなたは誰ですか？なんだよその職務質問。それほど意外だったんです。傷つくな。
アスホ君もついに勉学に目覚めたのかい？
そういうわけじゃないんですけど。
She laughs shyly.
りょうちゃん、約束を覚えてるよね？
I think about what she's referring to and it immediately comes to mind. Or we talk about the job, right? I remember.
りょうちゃんが土曜スクール行くんなら終わってからそのまま一緒に私んち来ない？デートですか？なんでそうなるんだよ。
挙式はいつだい？
先輩まで何言ってるんですか？
So, who's your groom?
えい
Kosame chops me on the head.
小笠坂さん、ボケる時の言葉は選びましょうね。
Am I the only one at fault?
はい。
Asuho has a complicated look on her face.
僕たちは電車通学だからここでお別れかな。
それでは小笠坂さん、アスホさん、良い週末を。
月曜も海の日で祝日だから次に会うのは火曜だね。
Marine Day. The two walk in the direction of the station, leaving just Asuho and me. Asuho's house is along the shopping district, which is close to the station. She didn't go with them.
それでどうするの？
She sounds a bit grumpy about Saturday school. I'll go. I'll intrude a bit at your house afterwards.
それだけじゃないよ。
Was there something else?
忘れてそうな気がしたけど、本気で忘れてる。
Looking at Asuho's puppy-like face, it suddenly hits me. Saturday school in the morning, explanation of the part-time job in the afternoon, and stargazing at night. Expression changes back into a smile. I guess I'll be hanging out with Asuho for the entire day tomorrow. Are we going to recruit?
あれは冗談。土曜スクールって参加する生徒の方がずっと少ないから。
In that case, there's no point in handing out the flyers.
葵さんの方は難しそう。
Yeah, she finds it bothersome.
無理やりになりそうならやめていいよ。楽しんで活動できなきゃ意味ないもん。
Nevertheless, the only thing on my mind is for the Tenkuru to not be abolished. Not just Asuho, but everyone else feels the same way. If it comes down to it, we can have Aoi down as a member on paper only. Setsuna's already one such example. However, if we do that, Asuho won't smile to her fullest. Hey, Asuho. This is just an example, but can people outside of Hibariko join the Tenkuru? Asuho looks puzzled. Is there a specific rule against it? So, nothing about them being around our age and not being in our school? Both you and I have difficulties contacting Hisakaki. I hope Kosame-san can ask for us. That'll be awesome. Thanks! I answer while looking up towards the orange sunset sky. Because I know someone else who loves the stars. Oh, he's thinking about Mare. After parting with Asuho and setting down my school bag at home, I waited at the lookout. The surroundings quickly became dark. Though it's not exactly dark because the place is filled with starlight. It's only slightly dim. Tonight's sky is also flocked with stars. And she's here. Good afternoon. Those who call others baka baka are baka baka themselves. Why all of a sudden? She takes a deep long breath. I'll apologize for messing around. Maybe you should go see a doctor. She says the same thing a girl in love would say. Did you catch a cold? Apparently, Aoi's little sister also has a cold, so it might be the flu. She denies it. Then what's the matter? An urge to kill? No. I know it doesn't, but no. She turns away unexpectedly. She then hugs her scythe tightly. So she figured out after all. The nightmares that Mare is referring to are my memories of the girl from the lookout. I don't know why, but Mare used the scythe she's holding to reap my memories. I don't know her exact identity or if she's a hallucination or not, but what's done is done. Are you really not feeling well? I want to help you, provided it doesn't involve me getting stabbed. If it's within my power, I want to do it. There must be something I can do. But my memories are mine only. I won't let anyone take them away from me. So I can't let you reap them. Helping you by getting stabbed oversteps the boundaries, so I can't do it. Sorry. Mare reverts back to her usual sullen expression. Is she really alright? I'm really sorry. I'm relieved that she's given up. No, I'm not relieved at all. Is that how sick you're feeling? That's called a release of anger. This time my chest is the one that's hurting. Does that mean your chances are when I'm not recalling my nightmare? So if I recover my memories, you won't be able to reap them? The last time I got stabbed was during Tanabata. I had certainly remembered her then. You don't want me to remember? Why? On the day she stabbed me, she was crying. She was crying while trying to endure it. You sure have a tough job. Mine, isn't it? That's most unfortunate, Grim Reaper. A mare. I take a step closer and she retreats a step back. No, I'm not going to do anything. So this is the after effect of yesterday's hug. Hey, I have something I want to ask you. Please don't be so cautious of me.
警戒なんかしてない。
Don't be angry.
怒ってない。 なんでそこで笑うの？
Don't raise your scythe at every little thing.
バカにされた気がしたから。
I'm not. I like it when you're acting childish.
やっぱりバカにした。
I wasn't. I was just relieved. After looking at Mare, I somehow feel that I've truly grown up. So about the thing I wanted to ask.
何？早くして。
Mare, you like the stars, don't you?
そうかもしれない。
Then will you make astronomical observations with me?
いや。
An abrupt refusal. Why not?
私がこの世で最も嫌いなものの一つが慣れ合いなの。だから嫌。
Now that she mentions it, she did say it before. Then Mare, will you not observe the stars alone?
日本語が変に聞こえるんだけど。
I might be close by, but you'll be observing by yourself. How about that?
いや。
Why not?
私がこの世で最も嫌いなものの一つが変態なの。だから嫌。
Is that something to say right in front of me? Have you made astronomical observations before?
ないけど。
Haven't you ever thought about doing it?
わからないけど。でも、星なんて望遠鏡がなくたってこんなによく見えるじゃない。
You can see even more if you use one. At these words, she raises her head towards the night sky.
それって。
To be honest, I haven't used one either.
なのに見たいの？
That's exactly why I want to try using one. I wonder if it's similar to looking through a kaleidoscope. The image formed from the light passing through the tube definitely won't lose out to the kaleidoscope.
万華鏡は見たことあるの？
Hasn't everyone peered through one when they were little? You haven't?
悪いの？
No, but it's a real shame. I think it's about the same as never having made astronomical observations. A shame indeed.
そんなに綺麗なの？
Yeah, I'll bring one next time. It just so happens that the Tinkeru has the Kaleido Oracle, so I'll borrow that when it's fixed.
私でも天体観測できるの？
She inquires to confirm this. Yeah.
私でも綺麗って思う？
Yeah. You love the stars, so definitely. She gives an emphatic nod.
綺麗じゃなかったら刺させてね。
Understood. My heart's breathing a sigh of relief. I've grasped her thoughts with this. If there aren't any problems with the rules, I can invite Mare into the Tinkeru. At the same time, I can let Mare meet the other members. Then it will be clear as to whether or not she is a figment of my imagination.
実は何か企んでる？
Of course I'm not. She brings her scythe closer as I put on my gentlemanly expression. Why are you pointing that at me?
あくどい顔したから。
I'm the only one who thinks it's gentlemanly. Oh yeah, will you tell me your full name? She looks at me dubiously.
どうして？
I need it. You need it for the registration of club members, but if anything, I want to know for myself. Will you tell me your full name?
いや。
I suppose that was to be expected. Is telling others your name also one of those things you hate?
そうじゃないけど。
Then there's no problem, is there?
死神に名前なんてないわ。
Of course they do. You're called Mare, aren't you?
そうだけど。
Then your surname?
死神に名字なんてないわ。
I kind of expected that one too. You don't have to rush. You can tell me when the time comes.
ないって言ってるのに。
You'll tell me, right? I confirm it once more.
今日のあなたはパカパカね。
Paka paka. Why is she calling me a horse?
そろそろ帰る。
It's a promise, alright?
教えないって言ってるのに。
Not that. I was referring to the astronomical observations. It can even be tomorrow if you want.
考えておく。
Mare's silhouette disappears. I've promised to go stargazing with Asuho tomorrow. The location is this lookout. Mare will appear in front of Asuho. The outcome will then affect my future actions. No, it's still hard to say. If Mare really is my hallucination, it's hard to imagine how my plans will change. Chinami starts causing a fuss after dinner as if it's some daily routine. I get assaulted by a camera's flash. What are you doing?
今日ね、オカルト部長からカメラもらったんだよ。使わなくなった古いデジカメなんだって。 これでちなみ愛用カメラ2号の誕生だよ。
She's jumping around in joy with the digital camera in her hand. Oh, that's great. I presume it's for the Okaken's activities. You will have to thank Asuka.
うん、もちろんだよ。だってこれ使えば寝静まったお兄ちゃんを狙ってあられもない姿を激写してネタにして脅してちなみの下僕に。
I gladly become your slave. I swipe the camera onto the floor and step on it.
ちなみ愛用カメラ2号が。
Stop being an idiot and go do your homework.
バカなことしたのはお兄ちゃんだよ。液晶が粉々になったじゃない。これじゃ写真写せないよ。
Yeah, you should sue him. You can't just use photography.
岡県新人のちなみにはスキル的に荷が重いよ。
You will have to apologize to Asuka-kun.
そうだよ。せっかくオカルト部長がちなみを信頼して預けてくれたのに、これじゃちなみの株が大暴落だよ。
When you add minus and minus together, it's still minus, isn't it?
失礼極まりないよこの人。
I'll apologize with you.
当然だよ。
I have to apologize for referring you to him.
謝る方向が間違ってるよお兄ちゃん。あらあら、お部屋がすごいことになってるわね。
Chino, who was staring at the ruined camera, had a broom and dustpan in hand. Sorry, Chino-san.
いいの。だけど、あんまりはしゃぎすぎないでね。
Don't say it's okay, it's not okay. He broke her camera. You're the only one who ever gets worked up.
そんなわけないよ。そうね、そんなわけないわよね。私から見たら、ようちゃんもちなみちゃんに負けないくらい楽しそうにはしゃいでるものね。
It feels as if she just said something incredibly mean.
ようちゃんはちなみちゃんが好きだからいじめちゃうのよね。でも、やりすぎはダメよ。
No, do we really look like that? It feels as if I fall into the bottom of the abyss.
お掃除終わり。もう散らかしたらダメよ。
Chino leaves with a smile.
どうしたのお兄ちゃん。どんよりオーラが出てるよ。
I want to dig a hole and bury myself in it.
だったら、ちなみが用意してあげるね。
She brings the rubbish bin.
遠慮なく入っていいよ。
I cover her head with it.
お兄ちゃん前が見えないよ。いくらちなみの頭にベストフィットするからってヘルメット代わりはどうかと思うよ。ちなみ暗闇恐怖症になっちゃうよこのままじゃ。
Our earthquake preparations are perfect now.
前が見えなきゃ逃げられないよ。あらあら、お部屋がゴミだらけになってるわね。
Chino, who was staring at the scattered rubbish, once again had a broom and dustpan in hand.
ほんと、ようちゃんとちなみちゃんは仲良しね。
I want to run away in tears. He's such an asshole. Today is Saturday. It's a day off for most, but I'm going to Hibariko for Saturday school. And that's why I woke up at the usual time. But what's different today is that there is no Chinami sleeping in and making a huge ruckus. Hooray for Saturday school, I guess. As I'm enjoying my peaceful morning in the dining room, our doorbell rings. Since both Chinami and Chino are sound asleep, I gotta check out who it is.
おはよう、ようち
Our visitor turns out to be... What's the matter?
ゃん。ようちゃんと何度か一緒に帰ったからね。住所くらいさすがに覚えてるよ。
Ah, no, I wasn't referring to that.
ようちゃん、もう制服着てるね。えらいえらい。
She interrupts me and continues.
私と一緒に投稿しよう。
Did you think that I would forget about Saturday school? Is that why she came here to confirm?
それが半分、違う理由が半分。
The other half?
一度ね、やってみたかったの。男子の家に迎えに行くっていうの。初体験ってやつだね。
It sounds somewhat suggestive, but I refrain from saying anything. After all, Asuho appeared to be in a good mood.
次の初体験目標は、ようちゃんの家に上がることだよ。
Asuho was waiting for me by the entrance. She didn't come in. If that's what you want, you can come in anytime.
そうかな。
Yeah.
いつでも遊びに行っていいってこと？
Yeah, it can even be today if you want. Asuho shakes her head.
そんな一度にかなってたらありがたみがないからね。
She stretches out.
小雨ちゃんは土曜スクール来られないって。家のお手伝いがあるみたいで。
In other words, housework. And Asuka?
どうだろう。 来ないんじゃないかな。私と一緒で勉強嫌いだと思うし。
Yet you're coming?
そうだね。まだ2回目だけどね。ちなみに初めて土曜スクール行った時に2回目は絶対ないなって思ってたんだけどね。
Yet Asuho is welcoming her second time? Asking her would be too uncouth. If it's just to discuss my job, we can do it without having to go to school. Well, maybe I'm just overthinking things.
小雨ちゃん、こももちゃんに聞いてくれるって。部活
That'll be great, thanks.
勧誘できそうなもう一人って誰なの？
Well, I'll talk about it later. When we go stargazing at night, I'll take the opportunity to show her.
土曜スクール早く終わらないか
That isn't something that someone who is going there of her own free will should say.
な。本当だね。
I didn't get a chance to ask before, but can we review any subjects for the self-study?
学校側でプリントとか用意してくれるけど、一応生徒の自由だよ。机を固めてみんなで勉強会っていうのも許されるし。
She sneaks a glance at me.
だからようちゃん、私に勉強教えてね。
I'm just a transfer student. However, the curriculum hasn't changed much from my previous school, so you could say that there aren't any serious issues. I'll say this now, I'm not particularly good at teaching others.
そうなんだ。
Chinami always nags me to teach her, but I always end up getting criticized.
どんな風に不評だったの？
Apparently, I'm not nice enough. You sure aren't. Asuho starts giggling.
なんとなく想像つくかな。
That's why I recommend self-studying.
大丈夫だよ。
Asuho declares with certainty.
私だったら絶対大丈夫だと思うんだ。
And it ends up being not fine at all. Asuho slips into a world of dreams within 5 minutes of the self-study period. Well, whatever, I guess. I proceed to work through the maths printout. Asuho's answer sheet is getting covered in drool.